change your strategy now. The federal funding cuts, you can't do this relocation anymore. I know you don't want to reconcentrate poverty like you're saying, but how are you actually, I mean, you sound very optimistic you're going to be able to raise money and relocate and move things and get these vouchers, but how do we know that you're going to do that? Like, how are you actually going to make that happen at the RHA?
Right. So there's an old expression in the budget world and in politics, and it's show me your budget, and I'll tell you what your policies are and what you stand for. Mm-hmm. So in order for us to do this, we're going to need partners. And one of the biggest partners, several we're going to need, is we're going to need city council to look at its budget and say, we're going to show you our budget, and we're going to then have that mirror the policies we care about. We're going to need the mayor. We're going to need all of our other partners, because again, we cannot, I sound optimistic, but we cannot do it alone. And that is so, so important. If you look at some examples in other cities where some mayors are saying, or city council saying, we got 5 economic development projects going on, we're going to do 1 less. And we're going to take that pot of money. I know we got the Affordable Housing Trust Fund in the city, but we're going to say we'll do 1 less economic development project, and we're going to take that, call it $100 million, and we're going to put it on the table. And we're going to then challenge the corporate community to match it. The mayor of Atlanta is doing it. Some other mayors are doing that. And city councils are doing that. And other partners. So the way we do it, we're going to do it with partners, because we cannot do it alone.
So the message here would be to these other public officials, community advocates, anybody, right? It's fine if you think you want us to do more for public housing, but they're going to have to put their money where their mouth is, basically.
Yes. Do you know what happened today? Today we had a Zoom meeting with all the stakeholders who were originally in the more than 18 months of community meetings. It was, because in that group we had what's called the People Working Group, the Housing Working Group, and there's Healthcare. And at the end of this, we had it today, it was about 50 folks who were all the groups. And a resident said something to me that shocked me. She said, Mr. Nesmith, this was today, she said, Mr. Nesmith, can a resident help you in finding people that want to invest in and make public better? And I'm like, that's so beautiful. I'm like, yes, that's what, I said, I want to work with you. Now, she obviously doesn't know the people I know. What's called Goldman Sachs has what's called the Urban Development Fund, Urban Investment Group. At J.P. Morgan has it. I'll be talking to some big investors, but I was just so heartened by this resident. She said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Every dollar counts." Right. But then, that's where the rubber meets the road. We can't do it by ourselves. We need that resident, and I told her to contact me directly because I'm in charge of this piece of it. So, we need partners, and the big partners show me your budget and what you've allocated towards it, then I'll tell you what you really care about.
Max, we good?
Yeah, maybe just take us out one more time.
Okay. Stephen Nesmith is CEO of the Richmond Redevelopment and Housing Authority. Thanks for being here, Stephen.
Thank you.